I'm Danny, aka Topless. I'm hiking the Pacific Crest Trail from Mexico to Canada. I'm currently 2,100 miles in. Today we're gonna get to Cascade Locks in the next 8 miles or so. And I woke up with the Breakfast Club, which I think there's about 8 of them, and they're pretty fun. Constantly cutting up, but also making miles, and I really appreciate that. So I'm hoping to catch up with them when I get to town, but I ended up getting up a little earlier than them, so I'm rolling first. Not first, I think I'm right behind Menace. And yeah, there's talk of a hotel in town that has a hot tub and a pool, and so that's kind of everyone's destination today. Also, I'm on the same page with Deja Vu. I want to get to town, get a real coffee, have some breakfast there. So I've actually already had breakfast, but I mean second breakfast in town. There's also a lot of talk about mimosas in this group, which I really approve, because if you know me, I show up to parties with a bottle of champagne and then I skip the orange juice. I wanted to have a party where it's like a BYOB, but everyone brings a bottle of champagne and we put a label on everyone's bottle of champagne and everyone drinks out of their own bottle. I think that'd be a fun party. But first you'd have to have a contest on who could shoot the cork the furthest. So you label your bottles, then everybody shoots the cork the furthest to see who wins that. And then you have a whole party where everyone has their own bottle of champagne. Oh, and no glasses. I thought that was understood, but just in case, no glasses, everyone gets their own bottle of champagne. That's my kind of party. I'm still walking right along this creek this morning, the one with the waterfalls and everything from yesterday. And I'm still walking along this ledge. Oh man, I've got a tip for you. Here's a camping tip. Last night, we set up in camp. There's a spot that was all, I don't want to say marked out, but clearly used, and on our map, this is a campsite. So we all throw down our stuff. At some point, we start going to get water from the creek, and it turns out it's a little bit of a climb down there, but when you get down there, there's some camping spots, and then there's another little climb down to get to the actual water. Somebody, clearly not one of our PCT hikers, but somebody set a tent up right there, right where the only way to get to the water is. So this poor couple, all night, they had people wandering down from the main campsite to get water, but the only way to get water was to walk directly through their campsite and get water, and then climb back up and walk through their campsite a second time. So, little tip here, if you ever go camping, there is a rule that you're not supposed to camp within 100 feet of the water. And there's, multiple reasons for that, I'm sure. One of them which being making sure that the animals have access to the water. But another one being, don't be that jerk who puts up a tent right in front of the water so other people can't get it because they're gonna just walk through your campsite. Well, found civilization. Now, question is, how far do I have to go to find a hitch to Cascade Locks? And Cascade Locks, by the way, is where they had trail days a few days ago, which was a big PCT hiker event with vendors and things like that. And speaking to some of the other hikers on the trail, I found out they were actually giving away COVID vaccinations while at the trails. So that's pretty cool. Like the way they came back and addressed the whole COVID outbreak was, hey, we're going to show up with a vaccination booth. So thanks for that, PCTA. We just noticed there's a pickup truck up there. It might be backing up, actually. So the truck only fit 3 people, so the other 3 of us are still walking. We got a hitch to a coffee shop, so we're gonna, oh, and I didn't mention it, but as we were standing at the trailhead, someone pulled over. They said they were a PCT hiker last year or the year before, and she handed us a 20 and said, here, I just want to pay it forward. You guys do whatever you need to do with it. I know exactly what you're going through, so enjoy. So I've got a 20 in my pocket, and I'm gonna basically buy everybody coffee this morning. I got a humongous cappuccino and the smallest breakfast burrito I've ever seen in my life. It's a breakfast taco. All right, here's the whole town, Cascade Locks. I don't think you have enough French fries. Oh, smart move. Ketchup on top. I like it. I like it. Yep. It's dripping everywhere. We're at the brew house, and that is the Columbia River over there, just behind those trees. We got coffee, we got a breakfast taco, got lunch. I bought ice cream sandwiches and a bottle of champagne, and that was a nice touch there. The group kind of just chilled with that for a bit. But yeah, we got burgers, beers. Now I'm going to the hotel. Apparently they got a suite, and a bunch of us are chipping in, so I'm looking forward to that. Okay, I'm trying to resupply in Cascade Locks, and look at this. Empty, 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 empty. Look at all that. This is gonna be a really rough resupply. I just got the last of the instant mashed potatoes. Here's the ramen. There's soy sauce flavor, which I've never heard of, but I'm gonna get it. Explanation. I need 4 days of food. Also, apparently in Washington, there's some really bad resupplies, and I went through a couple of really bad resupplies, so I bought a bunch of extra food. At the same time, that grocery store was like totally picked over because they had trail days here a few days ago. So I did my best and I've got a 4-day supply for now, and another 4-day supply, and another 4-day supply. So I'm sending 2 boxes forward, and actually the hikers that I'm hiking with are gonna give me direction on where to send them. So yeah, post office closes in about a half an hour, so I'm not gonna be sending them today. But I have a resupply. I've got 2 resupplies to send forward, and tomorrow morning at 8:30, post office opens, and I will be sending them out. So that's what all that grocery store footage was all about. This is right outside the hotel.
No! What size is that? Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
That's so ridiculous.
Oh, you are, okay.
The crest in Pacific Crest Trail is us hiking the crest.
All right, I just realized those mountains right there, on the other side of that river, that's Washington. Today's our last day in Oregon.